Monday with the coach of the USC Aiken Pacers, Kenny Thomas. And, Coach, tough weekend this weekend at Flagler.
Well, you know, it was a crazy weekend. We win the first game. We're rolling along there and got a 5-run lead and bottom of the 8th inning, and we promptly give up 6 runs, and then we come back tied in the 9th, and heck, have to go 12 innings before we win it. Give our guys a lot of credit. They battled really, really hard. It was kind of crazy the way that they scored the runs to get back in it in the bottom of the 8th, but give our guys a lot of credit now for coming and fighting and winning in the 12th. Now, the bad thing, the reverse of that is we had to burn some relievers, and Trevor Hutto had to end up throwing 5 innings to win the game for us at the end, which, you know, that burnt him for the next 2 games. And we'd already rained out on Friday night, so that meant we were having to play a doubleheader Saturday, which hurt our bullpen because, you know, you can throw a guy on Friday night and he'll be able to come back on Saturday. But those double hitters, that don't work. You can't warm them up twice in the same day. And so, but anyhow, we you know, same kind of scenario. We're leading the game in the 7th or 8th inning of the second game and blow the lead. And so and then on Sunday, same scenario. 1 bad inning ended up costing us. And you know, we got 3 good quality starts from our starting pitchers down there, and only got 1 win, and it was an extra inning win where we had to burn a reliever for 4 1/3 innings to get it, and then lost the other 2. So how it happened, you know, was strange, but it happened, and it's what it is.
Where does this put the Pacers now going into the rest of the season, the last couple of weeks of the season?
Well, we're in 3rd place in the Peach Belt Conference. So, you know, we're going to end up the worst case scenario tied there record-wise in 3rd place. You know, it probably hurt us in the regional standings. I haven't seen them and really don't even want to look at them because it doesn't matter right now where we are in the regional standings. It makes no difference. So, you know, we've got 3 more games in the regular season: Friday night, and Saturday this week, and then Saturday next week. All regional games, big games, important games. We need to do well in those 3 games. Then we know we're going to the conference tournament. We know we're going to play at least 3 games there because it's pool play where you play everybody in the 14 pool that you're in. So, you know, we just have to go play one at a time and see what happens. I mean, obviously, if you can win the Peach Belt Conference tournament, you're in the NCAA tournament. And we keep talking about the NCAA tournament because for some reason that's the standard that you're judged by. Did you make it to the NCAA tournament? And each team is judged by that. We're judged by that in the community and the athletic department, everything. We're judged by that. So, you know, if you can win the conference tournament, obviously you know you're in. But we're trying to place ourselves in a position if we don't win. Now, we'll know a lot more after this weekend because the Conference Carolinas and the SAC, both of those conferences are having their conference tournaments this weekend. So you'll know who their champion of the conference tournaments are, which gets an automatic bid. So then you'll kind of be able to figure a little bit there. Is anybody else from their conference have a shot at getting in or what the situation is? But for us, we just got to take care of ourselves. We've got to go play. You've got to go play Friday night. We got Southern Wesleyan here Friday night and Saturday. We got to go play. That's what we got to do. And we've lost some key players this week, so in the last few days. So you're going to see kind of a new team out there.
All right, let's take a pause, and when we come back, we'll talk about this weekend, and we'll talk about those changes in personnel here on the Everett Johnson Roofing and Construction Coaches Show on KSX.
Aiken's a great place to call home, and Everett Johnson Roofing and Construction has been part of this community for almost 30 years. This is Teddy Weeks, and when I needed work done on my home, I called people I know, people I trust, people I can rest assured will be dependable and honest. Everett Johnson Roofing Construction. Rhett Johnson grew up in Aiken, graduated from USC Aiken, and is continuing a family tradition of hard work and customer satisfaction. Why trust your home to anyone but a neighbor? Aiken's own Everett Johnson Roofing and Construction. Call 803-641-2365 or visit their website at everettjohnsonroofing.com.
Back on the Everett Johnson Roofing and Construction Coaches Show on this Wednesday. And Coach, you mentioned you had some personnel issues, got a couple of players, key players, banged up.
Well, as sad as I have to say it, Chaz Powell is finished, dislocated his collarbone. He's finished his career here at USC Aiken Senior. What a great player. One of our captains, this freak thing, dove into first base trying to avoid a tag. And he got up and his collarbone's dislocated. So what a fine young man. I spent 3 hours here in my office with him on Monday. You know, I love him to death. I hate that his Pacer career has ended like this, but it's like I told him, he can still be a big part of our team. He was at practice on yesterday and really did a lot, showed a lot of class, showed a lot of enthusiasm. He's a leader. He's a leader.
As Chaz Powell goes, so goes the team in terms of momentum and enthusiasm and that sort of thing. So he could be.
We still need him. You're right.
He's one of the biggest cheerleaders on this team.
Yeah, and we still need him. We still need him bad, and he'll be there for us. The other player we've lost, Brooks Calvo, one of our pitchers. Looks like Brooks going to have Tommy John surgery. So looks like that way. I know he's got some more doctor's appointments to go through, but he's probably out for the year. He's out for the year too. No problems. He is. So. Luke Westenberg stepped up a little bit, hit a big home run down there at Flagler after he came in for Chaz, and got another hit or two on Sunday. And Luke's a great player. We've already lost J.T. Arneman to shoulder surgery, so our outfield core is pretty thin. We're down 3 true outfielders.
How bad does this worry you going into postseason?
Well, you can't. It's stuff like this happens every year. I mean, it's you're going to have injuries. If you remember last year, we lost Ty Barkell late in the year, but we have injuries, and everybody has injuries. So you got to deal with it, and I mean, you can't worry about it. You got to move on, and thankfully we're going to play this weekend and give some more guys. We're going to start Jimmy Lynch this weekend on the mound. He started last Wednesday at Catawba. It was his first career start as a pitcher for us. Been a reliever his whole career. So I want him to get another start this weekend. So we're going to send him out there this weekend and get another start. So there's some changes going on. I mean,
and this weekend is Southern Wesleyan.
And 7:30 on Friday night and 2 o'clock on Saturday, and then of course next weekend we got Catawba here. So we got some great ball games coming up, and fans need to get out here. Ain't but 3 more home games right now. I mean, unless we were fortunate enough to be able to host the NCAA tournament. There's only 3 more home games at the Burt, so we need to be here. And but our guys I tell you, our guys have a great attitude right now about it. I mean, they're practicing hard, they're working hard, their attitudes are good. I'm so proud of them. And as I said a while ago, Chaz Powell is, he's been such a great asset to our program here at USC Aiken. I'm so proud of him, and he'll lead us through this. He'll be fine, and we'll be fine. We're not dead over here. We're rolling. It's I know people think, wow, the Pacers have lost a couple of games. Look, man, we're not dead. Don't worry. We ain't dead. We're a long way from being dead. Our guys had the best practice we'd had in 2 months yesterday, so I'm
Coach.
very proud of them.
All right, Coach, the big series this weekend against Southern Wesleyan. Thank you so much. We will talk to you after that.
All right. Thanks, Tony.
This is the Everett Johnson Roofing and Construction Coaches Show on this Wednesday, presented by Everett Johnson Roofing and Construction, your best friend in the construction business for 30 years.